This is Alan Freed, the old king of the Moondoggers, and it's time again for another of your favorite rock and roll sessions.
I think it's absolutely essential that you have a library and archive dedicated to one of America's greatest art forms that now encompasses more than 60 years of history. As we get further and further from that, to have a place where you can find out who's who and what their life was within the music is truly important.
Well, a library and an archive becomes a source of study, and it really would only be about haircuts, nice suits, and pop song up until about 1959 or 60. But something happened. The invasion from Bohemia when folk met rock, and that was where I came in. Out of Bohemia came all these extraordinary tools for change in the modern world. Songs of protest, songs of ecology, songs of spirituality. So the library for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame becomes doubly important because it becomes a study group. A study group of songs and artists who made a body of work which can be used by students for the future. And so as a library, as I say, of haircuts, nice suits and pop music, it would be great, because I love that. But something happened in 1961, 2, and 3, and I was part of it. I am part of it. The songs of social change, which is so needed today. And so the library is more important than it was maybe last year. More important now than any time.
The idea of having a library and archives is something that's actually been around since day one. And then basically what happened is Dr. Jerry Sue Thornton, who's the head of Cuyahoga Community College, and she's been on our board since day one and has always been a big supporter. She came forward, and Cuyahoga Community College has a great recording arts and technology program. It's very well respected, and she decided they were going to build a new facility for that program. And so she came forward and said that they could build the building so it would be large enough to accommodate a library and archive and her recording arts and technology program.
So this great new building was constructed starting in 2007, ending in 2009. We were able to move in at the end of that year, and since then we've spent the last couple of years working very hard. These primary resources here that many people have never seen before or had access to, I think is going to be a great benefit to rock scholarship and for people who are really looking for those original documents, those original photos that document the whole story of this music that we celebrate.
There needs a place to have a central repository of this art form, and for me, I'm very pleased that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has taken steps to make sure that this archive is there and available to the public.
It should be able to be researched. It's going to be viable for a lot more years. It's been number one for 60 years, and I think it's going to continue because it keeps regenerating and adding on new things. And 300 years from now, I think people are going to want to know the early elements of rock and roll, the events, the people involved, how it happened. They want to know about Alan Freed and Elvis Presley and even some of the people like me that were behind the scenes.
A library and archive is beyond critical. It's the only way to keep track, especially in this digital age, or in an age that's getting less material, less object-oriented. It's important not only to keep these amazing artifacts and sort of mementos, but the actual information of this art, of this culture, of this music, and a place where people who never otherwise would have gotten to see this, or maybe not even know about it, can come and do research. Libraries are not only a place to find information, they're a place to preserve that heritage, and it's extraordinary that that's happening here. It's the best place for it. It's a place where it really is appreciated versus a university. That would be good too, but this is the place that has earned the right to run the ultimate rock and roll library.